Can you please
This
explain to me like what's the psychology behind those people? Like what's
you
their
mean you mean these
this
traitors that
this
lie?
I'm sorry I'm gonna say it like that, the Christ is king people kind of like mentality.
You mean the ones that have been recently engaged in this whole thing, like trying
Yeah,
to
not like
politicize?
I mean I guess some people just say it Christ is king because they thought it's cool.
Yeah. So you say, Rebecca. So you've got some neo Nazis. So you're right. Any Christian at any point would have said Christ is king or something like that. But some neo Nazis who actually want a white nationalist Christian state made up of only white Christians and so on, started this as their rallying cry. It's similar to the phrase Black Lives Matter, in that, I mean, if you say Black Lives Matter, you're going to say, of course, Black Lives Matter. Of course. Well,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that thing. But a group of Marxists took that as their slogan, so that when you criticize the group, they say, "Oh, you're against Black Lives Mattering." No,
But why would
I'm
white nationalists
I'm
support
against your
Iran?
insane ideas. So now you have neo Nazis doing the same with Christ as King, and then when you object to them, they say, "What? We're just proclaiming Christ as King. What's going on here?" And then you have tons of Christians who don't know what's going on. They just hear there's an uproar over the phrase Christ is King. Like, what? You can't tell us not to say Christ is King. Christ is King. They don't realize what's kind of going on. That it's neo-Nazis using this as like a shield.
But this is basically what it is, Rebecca. You have some people trying to hijack these public talking points and trying to rile people against Israel and against Jews. The whole Christ is King discussion, for example, it started because of Candace Owens. Candace Owens tried to claim that she was called anti-Semitic for saying Christ is king, but nobody ever actually called her anti-Semitic for that. But she tried to twist things in such a way that she tried to appeal to Christians and turn them anti-Zionist or anti-Israel or anti-Semitic. So there are some of these elements that try to rile up people of different backgrounds, including Christians, for example, that try to rile up Christians against Jews or Christians against Israel. But these are minority figures that unfortunately right now, because of the war, are having some impact and having some recognition, but that's all they are.
Yeah,
They are
this
clowns, they're
this
weaklings, they're trolls.
that part I can understand. I just don't understand like what kind of like why is there white supremacists then? Why do they support like
Well, they're retarded. What
Iran?
else do you think? They're retarded.
Like why
um
would they support even you know what Putin was attacking other Christians and cooperating with the Muslims to do that?
that's true.
Like why would you do that? Like what's the logic here? I understand like okay, Christ is screaming like Christians are the best. Okay, but be consistent like then have Christians at the top of your mind. Why?
It's because they don't really care about Christians. They just care about politics and their own goals. Chameleon said, easy. Christ is king has nothing to do with Christ. It's the new war cry against the Jews, like Heil Hitler or Allahu Akbar. Unfortunately, that is what some of these people try to do. And the first people who should be angry about this or upset by this or concerned about this should be Christians who witness that these people come along and try to hijack Christian sentiments in order to turn them into anti-Jewish slogans. Matt said, I still say Christ is king because he is a statement of fact and shouldn't be used as a slur. Exactly, that is the problem. Some people are trying to use it, and you shan't do that.